gotta talk about something. Us fellow YouTube people, we come together. We gotta discuss our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas. And I'm here to get this big elephant out of the room. It's been hovering over me, screaming at me.
Of course, elephants don't scream, but what do? Dogs bark, cats meow, horses neigh, elephants...
Whatever. That doesn't matter. It's not what this video is about. It's not a freaking elephant. The monetization rules of YouTube for small channels. The change was pretty drastic, and it was discouraging. That's a lot of hours. Basically, I felt it. I'm in the same boat that you're in, okay? We're sisters. We're brothers here. Or we're siblings here. I feel you. I feel your pain. To have been working so hard to reach a goal, you got it, and you just get knocked back down. Or maybe you haven't reached the 10K views yet, and you have to even jump a little higher. It did feel like a setback. The way I first thought of it was, if someone worked their butt off and they lost 300 pounds and they were so excited about it and it felt like they were going somewhere, but to only go to bed one night and just wake up and have gained 1,200 pounds back and a broken leg. I was making pennies, okay? Pennies per year. So it's not about the money. What it was about and why it was disheartening and discouraging and why it let me down was because I felt like I had accomplished something that I was striving so hard. I have pumped a video out every single day since June 24th, religiously. That is my #1 priority, other than work and all that stuff, I know. But after that, it just felt like I had reached a goal. 10,000 views on your channel, that's a lot of views. And whenever I reached those views, it was like,
heck yeah, like, I am a baller.
That is the way humans are wired to progress in life, is you reach a goal and it feels good, and then you go to the next goal. And when you reach that, it feels good and it just keeps you wanting to climb more. That's what keeps us thriving, is accomplishing and feeling that satisfaction that you did it, you conquered it. So it was just really discouraging that I did it, and it's a new policy now, and it almost felt rigged. It really did, because it's like, you know, you're not going to be promoted as much if you don't have many views, if you don't have many subscribers. You're going to be losing some features, which we'll go through here in a second. So it was like, is it just rigged against small YouTubers that, you know, only the big ones can keep thriving and keep making money? So I'm not going to be like one of these YouTubers that are like, oh, you should be doing it just for the love of it and not the money, which is true. And I'll get to that in a second. But let's be real. Everybody that comes on YouTube, in some way, shape, or form, money is a good incentive. You feel like maybe you can gain a little revenue and, you know, buy a new Marshmallow Magic Bath & Body Works lotion. I don't know. I just said money is an incentive, right? Well, with that same sentence, I also want to say it shouldn't be your only incentive. But we have to look at the positives. And I know when people say that, when you're feeling down, it just pisses you off, frankly. But YouTube is an amazing platform that you can get your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings, your merchandise, your link to your channel that sends you to, you know, all kinds of services, whatever. It's pretty cool that you can just sit here in the comfort of your own car and talk to your beautiful little Canon G7X and get whatever it is you want to get out into the world with millions of people. Anybody could be watching. You have the opportunity to do that. You don't have to do like old school and walk around with business cards or, you know, even go talk to people. You can just talk to yourself. Basically what I'm saying is it's a pretty incredible platform, and I don't think we should be bashing it, because in reality, this is a luxury. YouTube doesn't owe us anything. So it's kind of good that we have it, and they allow us to have a goal that we can reach in order that we can monetize and we can make a little money on the side. You might get a little less of the features, but it doesn't cancel out things that you can personally still do. They're not telling you, you can't say, hey, link in the description bar, I'm selling you this napkin. And no, I'm not sponsored or selling this napkin. This is just a fancy example, okay? Or you can't just say, hey, go to my website, www.napkin.com. Probably y'all are all gonna be looking and trying to see if there's a napkin.com. There is. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not selling this thing. You can communicate, you can still reach out to people, you still have this platform to get whatever it is out there that you need to get out. And I also wanna mention, I watch all kinds of YouTubers, like so many people doing YouTube nowadays.
It would be extremely hard and extremely rare to become rich off of monetization alone, if that's your end goal.
They have to pay the bills some way, right? The way they keep up YouTube and the way YouTube keeps YouTube alive is through advertisers. And advertisers are getting annoyed with their ads being shown on channels that aren't necessarily what they want their ads to be shown on. I get it. I get the business standpoint of it. I do get that, you know, if I had some fancy product that I was trying to get out and it was being shown on someone's channel that was being a hateful person or saying the F-bomb every other 5 seconds, you know, I would kind of be like, you know, would you put my ad on somebody else's? Okay. You're not making much anyways right now. And I know pennies add up. I feel you, because I thought the same thing. But when you build your strong foundation in your channel from the very core of it, just like you're building a house. When you're building a house, you got to make sure the foundation is solid. Otherwise, your house will fly all over the place whenever there's a tornado, like ours does. When you build your channel, solid foundation, and you really work hard, your views and your subscribers will eventually come. It's not like you're not going to be able to make it, especially if you're really working hard and good content and edits and whatever it is you're doing. So you have to think of it as it's just a setback, but it's just another hurdle that you got to jump. Instead of to get monetization, you gotta walk down the hallway and get that door. The door's a little farther. It's a little confusing. You might have to go through the long hallway, turn to the left, then swivel to the right, do 5 burpees, do 5 back handsprings, do front forward handsprings, then turn another left and then another right, and then you will see the doors. It's okay. We'll get to those doors, but after you go through all that jazzy little wizard of going to find the doors, you get a good workout in, right?
You'll feel more stronger, more powerful, more solid to the core. It'll feel like you earned your way and your right to the top.
My point in this whole jazzy conversation is don't get discouraged in yourself. When you get discouraged, and I know, I was there. I was questioning everything. I was like, do I even want to do this? Like what? When you are that low, you're not innovative. You're not creative. Your mind is in such a negative position that you can't even see out of it and you don't even want to try. I get it. But don't feed into all these trolls. And there's a lot of pessimist type people on the internet in itself. And they want to just make it, oh, YouTube's against us and this is all rigged. And, you know, it's really easy to fall into that mindset. But when you're in that mindset, all you're thinking about is, I can't. And when you keep thinking, I can't, you're gonna convince yourself that you can't. And it's just not a good place to be. Don't fall into that trap. This is something that you're really wanting to do and you really think that you have a zest for it or a niche with it. Stay focused, because you never know what could have been if you quit now. So now that I'm done preaching to you, now that we've banged our chest a little bit like King Kong and pumped ourselves up, let's see what's true and what's false. Update, I'm adding answers to a few questions mentioned to help clarify.
Yes, we have clarification. Wow!
Here we go. What creator features will I lose if I don't meet the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch time hours? Custom URLs. You don't need to be part of the YPP to claim your custom URL. Yes, you can still customize your URL. You can still keep that fancy URL. Woo! However, there are some requirements. You have to have at least 100 or more subscribers. Check. And if not, get there. Be at least 30 days old. I'm 32 years old, so check. Have uploaded a photo as an icon. Check. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what that means, but we'll figure that out. Have uploaded channel art. I don't even know what that means. So it will be a check once I figure that out. Okay, customized thumbnails, which I've really wanted to figure this out because y'all have been freaking me out, man. All y'all's little conspiracies. It was scaring me, okay? My little heart was pumping out of its chest. Because I like making my thumbnails, okay? I feel fancy, I do. It says, you do not need to be part of a YPP to customize your thumbnails. You just need to have a verified account by phone. So there you go. We can still be fancy.
We can still be fancy. Woo, 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 woo. That made me happy.
That really makes me happy. Scheduling uploads. You don't need to be part of YPP to schedule up your uploads. Here's some steps how to schedule up your uploads. Live streaming. You don't need to be part of YPP to use live stream.
Live streaming. Woo! We got the live streaming going on, people. Yes.
You do have to confirm that your channel has been verified and that you have no live stream restrictions. End cards. All creators can use the end card screens. Wait, what? Linking to external websites from end cards is a feature that is, sorry. So end cards, I think, is going to be the problem for some people. Monetization related features like Super Chat won't be available, as we're also strengthening these requirements. So Super Chat and sponsorships, which we couldn't get sponsored anyways before 1,000 subscribers. So, I mean, that's really, if you're under 1,000, then you're still not that too. I did not know this. Offering to subscribe to another creator's channel solely for the exchange of them subscribing to yours, basically sub for sub. Creators who offer such exchange risks of losing subscriber numbers, receiving terms of strikes, or even having their channel terminated. Wow. That is intense. Sub someone's channel, if I get into their stuff, watch them, they watch me, and boom, 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 bang, you got it. But don't be saying sub for sub. Do I need 1K subs or 4,000 watch time hours? You need both. Am I gonna get my money? There will be more information on that later. Okay, so then somebody asked, why don't you keep the people who are already in the YPP program and just do this new rules and regulations for those that haven't reached the 10K views yet? And it says, unfortunately, with only 10K views to go on, we still saw some bad content slip under the radar. Bad content slip under the radar. You mean trending? What stops you from making this change again? You already changed the requirements twice, someone asked. As of for now, there are no plans to change again. Unfortunately, we saw bad content slip through the threshold of 10K. They slipped through. That's basically it, okay? And there you go. You're not gonna lose your customized thumbnails. Yay. I really like customizing thumbnails. I think it makes me feel jazzy. It makes me feel cool. So basically, we just gotta, there is my sock. Do you see this? That is my fancy sock that he is using to cover something up. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what the heck he's doing, but apparently he needed my sock. I've been looking for that sock. I really have. I like it. It's nice and cozy. You know how I am about my socks. But there you have it. That is what is and what isn't true. Figure your stuff out before you freak out. Because you can get bummed out about somebody saying something that might not even be true. I really, really hope you do something great for your body today. And I really, really hope you at least got some fancy information, clarification of what is and what isn't true that's going out there, and or got a little bit of encouragement and motivation that you can get back on the saddle and keep doing what you're doing, or do it better, create better stuff. You know? Talk to you later.
You don't need to be part of YPP to customize your thumbnails. Wow! Yeah! We can still customize. Oh.